So my film is Cinch Marks. It's a silent experimental film, 8 minutes long. It stars Sarah Cronk and Christopher Travalos. Both come from the Stellar Adler Acting Studio. I started making this film when I was working on my undergraduate at SUNY Purchase College under the direction of Lindy Leong, who's very active in the film archiving community. It's a short film that is really about this moment basically after a funeral, and the main character comes home after the funeral and he's thinking back to the event, and then from that point it becomes a play on the idea of memory and film itself. And the assignment originally was it started off as a class assignment and then morphed into something else, and the assignment originally was working to make a silent film that could also incorporate archive footage. So I came across a lot of this footage from Eastman Kodak, and I was looking at this stuff, and this idea sort of spawned from that.
And I got involved with this project because Erik is a good friend of mine from high school, and he said, I have a project to do for school, and we only have a day, so can you do it? And our schedules were tough, but we shot it in 7 hours, and I think it turned out great.
Mm-hmm. She came to me, as we go to the same school together, and she said, I have this project that needs to get done. So I'm really glad I got to do it with her. It took a lot out of us, but it was a fun day and night. Yeah.
It was an all-nighter.
We met actually, I'm in a band, and the drummer actually introduced me to Erik through telephone, and saying that I know you're doing film scores and my friend needs a score for his film. And then I spoke to him for about half an hour, and we just talked about the aesthetic appeal of what we wanted to go for, or the energy that wanted to be created musically. And I just started emailing him bits and pieces over the course of about a month and a half, until we got the final product.
It was very freeing, actually, because we didn't have to concern ourselves with
It wasn't a worry
dialogue.
about how we sounded and that kind of thing. It was all about using our bodies in a good way and making sure we can tell the story with our bodies.
And actually the fight scene, we actually did have to do silent. We had to move our lips, but because it was 4 o'clock in the morning, and if we started to scream, that someone might call the cops and wake Erik's poor mother up.
So working silently it was fun. It was an experience that I'm really glad we got to do.
This is the theater debut of it. Before this point, it's only been shown in schools, in school programs. It is also going to be released after this event on filmonair.com, which is a film magazine, and it's going to have a 1-week internet screening on there.